Hello and welcome to New to the Force from Need to Consume. I'm Duke.
I'm Kia.
And we thought we'd do a trailer special in our second episode because, well, there's been a lot of trailers released at Celebration and I want to talk about them. But first...
Yes. My cue, that was really... but first...
120 practices.
I'm that good at it. We still have an amazing competition going on. You can win this fantastic Star Wars Lego book if you go to needtoconsume.com/Star Wars Lego. We are giving this away at the moment and it could be yours. And
thank you to everyone who's entered so far.
Yes, thank you guys. You've been so supportive. Please remember, every single time you share it, everything like that, that also goes to your possibilities to winning.
So I've done it 25 times, which means I've got 50 entries, so I'm going to win.
Yeah, I've just been deleting them as they go.
Edit this bit out.
No.
No. So, trailers. We thought we'd talk about 3 trailers. The first one wasn't really much of a trailer.
And I haven't seen it because they then took it down.
I think they did, yeah. I can't find it online, but maybe I wasn't looking close enough.
If you're looking for a trailer for a Star Wars film, you should be able to find that, right?
Maybe. There's people talking about it online, hang on, no, that's what we're doing.
No,
so
I mean,
it's amazing.
And then I think they were also massively selling it that it was the actual trailer, and that just upsets me.
Yeah. So Rogue One, which is directed by Gareth Edwards, who directed Godzilla that we saw.
Yes.
Which we liked.
We do. We've got a poster.
Yeah. But did you like the Godzilla film?
I did like the Godzilla film. I did find that slightly Godzilla was going to be a little bit too Disneyfied by the end of it. I thought that maybe he was just going to come help his friend who was on the boat. And maybe too many things worked out well.
Yeah, but he also directed The Raid, which is fucking awesome. It's like, you need to watch that film. So he's directing Rogue One, which is set between episode 3 and 4. And it's going to be about a team of people who...
Which is the horrible movies that you try and not talk about, and...
It's the end. It's the end of the prequel trilogy and the start of the OT, the original trilogy. So
OT.
It's called the OT. Everyone calls it the OT.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so it's set between those 2 episodes, and it's about the rebels stealing the Death Star plans. Now that had happened before in a game called Dark Forces, which is a PC game. So they've obviously wiped that out of continuity.
Yeah, that happens a lot from what I'm... But, I love the fact that I end up having these conversations with people and they're just like, yeah, that was wiped from continuity. I'm just like, oh, okay, just like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Off it goes.
Yeah, Chewie died. That's been wiped from continuity.
That was a moon thing that somebody was talking about.
It's in a book.
I just found that very funny. Apparently he gets crushed by a moon.
He plays his life debt back to Han, and Han then becomes an alcoholic for about 5 years. So, but we didn't really get to see much about it. All we got to see was a TIE fighter sort of going through a valley on a leafy planet, and then as it sort of pulls up it towards space, there is just the silhouette of the Death Star, and it's the Imperial music. It's this is going to be just all Imperial.
Oh yeah, we heard the Imperial March, didn't we? We got to hear that actually with John
Williams.
Barry was doing the intro to it.
Oh, when we saw it live.
I thought you meant... We actually got to listen to it with a full orchestra. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good piece of music. It's one of my favourite pieces of music of all time. And I think you remember you pointed out when we watched the episodes, you pointed out in A New Hope there is no
music.
There's no Imperial March.
And I was so off put by that because everything that I've pretty much ever associated, and having not watched the movies, having not been a fan, just because I think mainly just due to my lack of exposure, which is really down to my mother, and she will never ever live that down. At the premiere, doesn't show me the movies, and the fact that she then said to me, "No, of course you've seen the movies." No, I really haven't, Mum. I really, really haven't.
We corrected that though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Cool. So the next trailer was season 2 of Rebels, which. Yes. You actually really enjoy Rebels. I
really do. And I think I mentioned last time that it's got the only Jedi I have any time for, which is Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's just awesome. All kinds of awesome. Mm-hmm. And so she was in it, and there's a possibility of her crossing paths with an old friend.
Our old boss, Annie.
Not Annie anymore.
No, not Annie anymore. No, Vader head. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see whether he sort of goes, I recognise you, or
nothing. I think there'll be definitely no facial expressions. Nothing will be given away. The poker face will be going on.
Inside. Yeah.
But there'll be some serious poker face going on there.
Maybe a little bit heavy. The breathing might get a little faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a real Clone Wars heavy trailer.
Because we had the
501st.
Yeah.
It was Captain Rex, who was in pretty much every episode of the Clone Wars. All
Haven't seen Clone Wars.
Great cartoon, very, very good. I thought that had been wiped from continuity, but it hasn't.
Because it's in Rebels.
Because it's in Rebels, yeah. So the fact they've kept it shows that it definitely is. Ahsoka. And then we also had Hondu, who is a pirate, who was in Clone Wars quite a bit and would work with Annie and Obi-Wan, then be against them and then try to kill them, but hey, I'm just a pirate. And so yeah,
that works always for me. People are just like, you've been an arsehole. I'm just like, I'm just a pirate, and everyone laughs, and then we all just get along.
Yeah.
After killing or attempting to kill somebody.
Yeah, but nothing personal, it's just business.
Okay.
Just good business.
Okay, so I have a bone to pick with you about people in these things. Right, so my main thing is we've got the Inquisitor, and we've had him.
Yes, he was in season 1.
He was in
with
season
his
1,
whole
with his whole
yeah.
woodly thing.
Yeah.
And he's Sith.
We don't know. Or I don't know. Maybe he is, and someone please do tell me if he is. I don't think he's Sith. He can't be.
How does that work then? Because I pretty much put down somebody who's like that. He's clear, like...
He's evil.
He's horrible. He's evil. He's awesome. He
uses the Force. He's got a red lightsaber. He works for the Empire.
Sith. Then why the frickin' hell is there Vader? I thought there could be only 2. They said there could be only 2, and now you're changing your rules, and it's the one thing I really don't like is rule changes when it just suits you. Stick with your game plan. You told us, you laid out your universe. It's just like if somebody did that with like a book that they were sending in now, the person would write back to them and just be like, this is a pilot tribe. Why did you think that it was okay to just break your own rules? You've given them to us. That's what your universe should be set by. And then you just decide because you want another toy to be able to break them. And I just think that's unfair.
I can't answer that question for you. I think
tell me. Tell me your theories over why there are way too many people who look like they're
going around with a lightsaber,
wandering around with a red lightsaber, whirling all over the place, throwing people about with the Force, if they're not Sith.
And obviously we got to see a new guy because the Inquisitor from season 1 is indisposed. I'm trying not to give spoilers.
Indisposed.
Yeah. So the final trailer, was obviously the Force Awakens trailer, which just caused all the emotions. Even you enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I also enjoyed watching you watch it because Dan had been I'm going to tell the whole story now. Dan had been listening to the celebration on YouTube in his car on the way home. So then got home and was working out with like it on the MacBook. And so I think you were doing sit-ups? I think so.
Sit-up, yeah, it was. You were doing sit-ups and they were just like, oh, now we're going to, show you the new trailer. And bolt upright, Undertaker style. And
good call.
It was the workout, clearly. And you're sitting there just like, and you just don't even look at me. And it's just like, if they don't play the trailer and just go to black for the UK, I am going to lose my shit.
But because at Comic-Cons and things, they do that. They do that all the time. It frustrates the hell out of me. It was
so funny because the black screen was just long enough.
Eons. It was fucking eons.
For somebody to just start, for one, leaning in to the screen, and I could almost see you just picking up the MacBook and just throwing it across the room because I just thought they're not going to show it, and you're just going to just be sitting there for the next 2 minutes staring at a black screen, and then you would have just lost it completely, and then those lovely little
spangly Lucasfilm thing come up, but no, the trailer I think is beautiful. It's really well done. It captures the entire essence of the original trilogy. Daisy looks amazing. John looks amazing. First name terms, clearly. Oscar looks badass as an X-wing pilot. BB-8. He'd be rolling.
Pop that gif. If you haven't seen it, go to our Facebook page.
Yeah, it's on our Facebook page at facebook.com/consume. Yeah, I think it's the whole trailer is just immense, and with Mark Hamill in the voiceover for redoing his lines from Return of the Jedi, although apparently they mixed them together. Seeing Vader's helmet, it was like huge. Like I really didn't think we were going to see that. And the music, I started this show purely so I could talk about Star Wars every week and get away with it legitimately.
What are you doing, talking about Star Wars? Don't you do that every week? Yes.
Yes, for a video now that 4 people watches, but I don't care. Hi, Mum.
But it is that thing of just like it seems to evoke something, and a big thing I think for that is the music.
Absolutely.
And so that piece of John Williams' music did just instantly hit you.
Yeah, it's from A New Hope, and I can't remember what it's called. It's not Binary Sunset. It's another piece. I think it's called like Jedi Knight or something like that. It's when Obi-Wan's telling Luke all about the Clone Wars and when he used to be a pilot and how his dad used to be a pilot. And it's just, I can watch those scenes over and over again. It's just, yeah.
But, I mean, we've seen, like, a lot of things come out of now that it's not, a lot of people thought it was Tatooine, and it's not, it's a new planet called Jakku.
We don't even have the Rebels and the Empire anymore. We now have the First Order, which is the Empire.
Yeah. And
the Resistance. So...
yeah, things have moved.
Well, but 30 years on, Stormtroopers have been to the Apple Store. Oh, sorry, am I keeping you up?
No.
Am I boring you?
No.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
It's been a long week.
Yeah. We got to see more of Kylo Ren, who's... See,
everyone going on about the Stormtroopers, I'm just like, eh.
But yeah, Kylo Ren, who we don't know whether he's a Sith, we can only assume, who's the guy with the whole, like, broadsword lightsaber.
With the lightsaber that's ludicrous, that then everyone put all of the things of all of the extra little things coming. That wouldn't work.
But yeah, that's about it. So...
I mean, it has been fantastic seeing all of these different trailers come out and seeing the overall reaction to them has been amazing. But it does always, for me, just throw up these small little continuity, why don't you planet type continuity issues that are a problem. And so...
Yeah, but every film's got those problems. It's like, you're not going to be able to do away with them.
Okay, if you want to be like this is the movie, and then you can keep wiping things out of continuity.
But they haven't wiped anything out of continuity.
You did, there's all of like the Chewie being crushed by a moon.
No, that's expanded universe.
Okay.
It doesn't exist. It's in books. It doesn't matter. Because you've got Mara Jade, you've then got Jason and Jaina, who are Han and Leia's kids. You've got Luke marrying Mara Jade. You've got...
Okay, but all of these things, and it's just like...
are not important.
Okay, but then to continue to make possible issues for yourself within the universe that you do have just seems slightly stupid.
But that's why Disney have removed it all. Disney have gone...
No, but they haven't. What I'm talking about is there being people who can control the Force who aren't Sith, who are Sith. Like, but we don't know. Only two.
But we don't know whether they're like a break-off. We don't know whether they're a new type of like, well, Siths don't work out. Jedis are just dicks. We're going to form our own thing, but we can still get to... We don't know that.
They were working for the Empire.
No guarantee we know they're working for the Empire. Oh no, he's in the back.
Is.
The Inquisitor is, yeah. We don't know if Kylo Ren's an Inquisitor or if he's Sith.
But do you see what I mean?
Welcome to home, like with us. This is what we do.
Issues.
Yeah, constantly. Yeah. We don't talk about mortgages and kids and life insurance.
The possibilities of why there are way too many people with red lightsabers.
Yeah. I think that's about enough.
Yeah.
I think people are getting bored.
Probably. But if you aren't bored, or even if you're, you can enter the competition.
Plugging it again. Nice.
Yeah, I'm plugging it again because it's taking up space on my shelf. No. Oh, he so wants to keep it there. There's going to be a little gap now. But yeah, you can go to needtoconsume.com/Star Wars Lego and enter the competition.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everyone who has been liking and sharing the video. It means so much to us, so please continue to do so. If you do have any questions or anything like that, pop them in the comments.
Definitely questions. I want questions.
Because give us something else to argue about. And we will see you guys next week.
Thank you very much.